Hey Floyd, what was your reaction to the fight, man? What was your reaction to the fight, man?
Now, who you got win? Lamont.
Man, you gotta just create more action. That's a sparring session as far as I'm concerned.
Boxing legend Floyd Mayweather shared his thoughts on the Gervonta Davis versus Lamont Roach fight, commenting on the outcome. The boxing world went crazy after the fight ended in controversy. Shakur Stevenson also reacted strongly, saying it wasn't a draw and that Roach won. He criticized Davis for being overconfident and underestimating Roach's skills. Stevenson believes Davis thought Roach wasn't a real threat, which caused him to struggle in the ring. Fans agreed with Stevenson's view.
Now, who you got win? Lamont.
You thought Lamont won? By how many rounds?
I don't know.
You still want the Tank Davis fight?
So what?
You still want the Tank Davis fight? What went wrong? What went wrong? Take out more fire out of me, or is it still the same?
I mean, we're going to see. I'm the best fighter in boxing. I've been saying this. So,
Shakur, what went wrong for Gervonta in this fight? Just because, could we say maybe because Lamont didn't come in, they really...
I think he got overconfident. I think he was thinking Lamont wasn't that good. I told everybody how the fight was going to go. The fight went exactly how I said. Exactly.
After seeing this performance from Gervonta, do you believe your confidence has gone a little bit more up?
My confidence been up. I've been knew I was the best.
Shakur tweeted about the Tank versus Roach match, saying, "My bet hit tonight for the people who don't know anything about boxing. The fight went exactly how I thought it would." Fans agreed and called for a rematch. Famous boxer and media personality Jake Paul expressed his disappointment in Davis's performance, saying the fight didn't have the intensity expected from a championship bout. Paul said Davis needed to create more action, comparing the match to a sparring session instead of a real competition. He also commented that this wasn't the Gervonta Davis he knew, suggesting that Davis had moved away from his usual aggressive style.
He got lucky in the draw. He did a good fight though. I thought he won it, but man, you gotta just create more action. That's a sparring session as far as I'm concerned. But god damn, that's not the Gervonta I know.
Middleweight champion Demetrius Andrade shared his thoughts on the fight, praising Lamont Roach's impressive skills shown during the bout. Andrade believed the match should not have been ruled a draw, suggesting that Roach did enough to win, despite the controversial decision. He also praised the overall quality of the fight, highlighting the competitiveness and skill shown by both fighters.
The fight, Roach had something that we all wasn't expecting. He might have had power. His distance was good. He came in ready, prepared to fight, and he showcased that. And man, we had a good fight overall. It was a good IQ fight.
In all honesty, do you think Roach pulled it off?
I'm not going to say that. I don't think that the draw is good. Other than that, it was a great fight. We'll love to see it again. It's me again, Caleb Plant, Chalo, Munguia, Edgar Belanga, where the fuck you motherfuckers at? Let's get this shit happen. You already know. So I'm playing. Let's get these shits popping, man. Time is ticking. Tick, 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 tick.
I mean, 100%. What do you think about Berlanga's obviously opponent that he chose? I mean,
Former world champion Danny Garcia looked back on the fight, calling it a great match that showed the talents of both boxers. Regarding Gervonta Davis's performance, Garcia pointed out that not every night in boxing represents a fighter's best, suggesting that Davis might have had an off night. He emphasized the unpredictable nature of the sport and the challenges fighters face in staying at their best consistently.
Pues ahora sí que dieron una gran pelea, ahora sí que me sorprendió la pelea que dio Lamont Roach y bueno, fue una gran pelea para toda la aficionada.
¿Tú crees que fue un empate?
No, yo creo que no, creo que le quedó a deber la caída a Lamont Roach, pero bueno, decisión de los jueces y del referee que no le hizo válida la caída, no le hizo el conteo.
¿Qué le fue mal en esa pelea para Gervonta? ¿Qué fue lo que no hizo para que los jueces le den esta pelea? ¿Tú qué piensas?
Bueno, él nada más apostó a un solo round, a un solo golpe para poderlo noquear y el cual Loma venía muy bien preparado, muy bien concentrado en el plan de trabajo. Bueno, creo que a Tank le faltó presionar, tirar más golpes para ser más contundente y que se viera más efectivo a la hora de la victoria.
¿Te gustaría ver una revancha entre ellos?
Pues estaría muy agradable, ahora sí que la primera estuvo muy buena, yo creo que la segunda también.
Veteran boxing commentator Jim Lampley shared his thoughts on the fight's outcome, saying that draws are usually disappointing for both fans and fighters. He pointed out that many expected Gervonta Davis to win by knockout, especially since Lamont Roach had moved up in weight class for the fight. Lampley suggested that Davis's failure to knock out Roach could be seen as a setback in his career and might affect his position in the lightweight division.
Danny, what's going on, my man? What do you think of the fight?
Stay with me, right?
Danny, what you think of the fight, man? Are you surprised by the outcome?
Thank you.
It was a close fight.
I'm surprised the way Lamont fought. I knew Lamont was going to come to fight. It was the opportunity of a lifetime. He did a good job. He had a great fight.
What went wrong with Tank Davis? I mean, I was
what was wrong with him?
Out.
Every night in boxing is not your best, you feel me? But at least you got the
Would
draw.
you like to see a rematch of this or jump into a fight with Shakur Stevenson?
They don't, whatever they want to do. You think it was a draw? I don't know. It was a good fight.
Undefeated welterweight champion Terence Crawford took to social media to express his surprise at the referee's decision not to count Davis's kneeing incident as a knockdown. Crawford's tweet showed his disbelief, suggesting that the officials might have ignored standard boxing rules during the fight. He wrote, "I've never seen someone take a knee and not have it counted as a knockdown. They must have forgotten the rules for tonight."
Bag for fans, for people in the sport, etc., etc. I thought it was, in essence, the right decision. The only question about whether the upset draw is justified is whether Steve Willis erred in not deducting a point in a late round when Tank Davis appeared to touch the canvas with his hand. And, you know, that is going to stay in the woodwork and haunt the fight in the breach a little bit, but at the end of the day, it's a setback in Tank's career and for his reputation. I think most observers expected him to knock Roach out, particularly because Roach was moving up from 130 to 135. Sometimes when a fighter moves up in weight, he gets stronger, and it looked as though maybe Roach did get stronger and had a greater ability to resist Tank's power than other opponents have had, because Tank did tag him with a lot of clean shots, and he wound up throwing more punches than he likes to throw to get that done. He tagged him both on the chin and to the belly, etc., and couldn't seem to hurt Roach. And that was another surprise in the overall picture of the fight.